Hey y'all, I'm Lauren. This is Thaddeus.
What's up?
And this is another episode of Relinquish Life. And we're talking about today is dating. Dating in college.
Yes, this is basically about our journey. Good job, babe. This is about our journey and how we started off in college and basically how kind of like the little steps that help us get here and kind of what we got out of it. So I mean, what do you feel like was the biggest
I think
thing?
it's important to mention too. I mean, like dating in college. I mean, I'm sure you automatically have some things rolling in your head right now because
Yeah.
if you think about it, like dating in college almost sounds like a joke. And because I'm
Not
not
really.
like I'm thinking about like who had a faithful relationship in college.
We had a pretty faithful relationship.
We did.
We did. We did.
Kinda, from what he knows.
Hey.
But not just kidding. But seriously, like there's some
So
little
you
things that
starting out here and tell
happen.
about it?
No, but were you?
Oh man, the big thing we learned in school was how about scheduling and
Okay, trying to change the subject. It's cool though.
But
We
nah,
confident.
but
We know
nah,
who we are.
yeah, I would say
But
those
yeah.
little things that happened back then definitely did build us to where we're at now. 'Cause I mean,
Would you say it was challenging?
no,
dating
it,
in
it
college?
definitely was challenging. I mean, because it was a level of trust that we had to build, and I think for like me, I think for like me, it was always a thing of it was a line that I knew not to cross.
Yeah.
But I definitely would say flirting with the line a little too much.
At
Well,
times.
definitely is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say, ooh, I ain't smashed. But shit, man, if you like getting pictures,
But that
and
that
texting,
conversation was
saying?
inappropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little stuff like that. Yeah.
And it's cool. I mean, like it's crazy to me because I'm like, we could literally be sitting here and I'm over here getting mad, underneath the surface all over again.
Yeah.
But I'm not, and I think that part of that is because of one, the communication that we have, so that we can talk about this. But
Yeah.
you best believe the first 10 times we had the conversation, oh no, Lauren was like, who's that hoe? Where's she at?
But no, I mean it's not just that. I
Okay.
definitely can look at things that I did added to that. Like for example, that time we were doing laundry, right? We were doing laundry. And the old girl was, walking up. We was like walking out over up the stairs, and she had some shorts on. But we was in school, like it was in a dorm. And I was like, oh dang, shorty, I see you got the cheeks out. You know
I'm
what I'm
standing
saying?
right there.
And she's standing right there. But in my mind, I didn't realize that was a bad thing or it was wrong. But it's definitely thing I see. Like I kind of set those type of things up. But I appreciate you for.
But at the same time, like I had to speak up when there was things that like I wasn't comfortable with. So like that was one of them.
Yeah.
One, like I'm fine. I know you have eyes. I'm very glad you have eyes that work. But what you're not gonna do is disrespect me when I'm right in front of you, or you shouldn't do it at all.
Don't be triggered.
Listen, about to start
Don't be
pointing.
triggered.
But my point is being
We're
that
good
I had
now.
to
We're
set
good
that.
now. I'm faithful.
We are
I'm a good. I'm a
good.
good.
But I
man.
had to set the expectation with some things I was uncomfortable with. The same reason why he had to set expectations with me with things that he was uncomfortable with. Because I
Okay.
know, like, I mean, I can admit this. Like,
Yeah.
one of the communication things in college was we would have some type of little heated discussion. My butt would run over to Twitter and be like some subliminal message. When
Yeah.
I tell you, Thaddeus would see it later, or one of his friends would be like, "Hey, bro, what's wrong with Scoot?" And I never even told him because I was too
Yeah.
busy telling Twitter.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'll never forget that. I kind of went off on you a little bit. Like I
Several
was like,
times.
I was like, don't, basically like, don't do that shit again.
What you should've.
Because my thing is like, with that is like, I get it. You're gonna have issues in a relationship. The relationship is perfect. We all have our problems, but it's like, don't let Twitter hear that. Like, let me hear that. Let us talk about it.
If you're gonna
Like,
work through anything, like you gotta
Yeah.
go to the source. I'm
Yeah.
over here talking to Twitter like these, thousands of strangers are
Yeah.
gonna help me.
And you putting up people in your business too, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Cause let's be real, like you were a very attractive woman. Like I'm not dumb enough to think the second that she puts something online, like saying she has some issues, there's gonna be some nigga in her DMs. Like let's be real, like he's gonna go DM dive and try to figure out, hey,
I would never do that
I'd
to
never
you.
do that to you, or a dude just like saying, hey, you okay? You need a shoulder crown, and I mean everybody out there knows what the saying goes, shoulder crown, as you know what that is. So you don't want to give those things. And the same thing with me, like if I were to go online, and I wasn't like the popular popping dude in
He
school.
wasn't, but he
But
played.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
was on the
Yeah,
football
like,
team.
I was a walk on, but I was there, and women see gear and they just go crazy. So like I would play football,
It was amazing.
as a walk on, and then too, and then later on I became Greek. So there was women who just were into those labels and those things that were on me too. So it was the same things. Like we can't put that stuff out there. Like we're literally inviting people in. But two, I think it's also too is communication. Like your mate needs to know what's going on with you. And I think also too,
Yeah.
along with that, and building trust and learning to appreciate each other is learning to appreciate those things. Cause like it literally was like, okay, like I really do have a catch. If I don't treat this catch right,
Yeah.
someone else can treat her right, and like this take her away from me. So it was also a thing of like learning to appreciate her, especially like when you became a Delta and you started, being out there more and you started being in the public eye more.
I was traveling, y'all.
Yeah, she's out there, like, what I'm saying, not, what I'm saying, she was out there and doing things, and, it was really like, dang, like, she really is, like, popular, and people know who Scoob is, and they really, like, get to her. So it was kind of like learning to appreciate you and who you were.
Not for real. And I would say also, like, one of the big things that, and I would say you taught me this lesson the most, was remembering that no matter what somebody's gonna do, they're going to do what they want to
Oh,
do.
yeah, you
right?
can't
You
stop
can't
like
control other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it always came in context like of cheating, just because, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it was available for both of us on campus, right?
Yeah.
Like we could have had a field day, right? Thankfully, we were very kind to one another and respected boundaries. However, my point just being is like the minute that I stopped trying to hold on to everything and feel like I could control where Thaddeus was going, what he was doing, who he was talking to, like, I mean, naturally, who wants to be controlled in the first place?
Yeah.
But on top of that, like, it created a lot more freedom in our relationship to want to respect boundaries rather than feeling like you have to respect boundaries.
Yeah.
And I think that created a better bond and a stronger bond between us so that we could continue to build throughout the years. Would you agree?
Oh yeah. I think also too it's helped us learn how to schedule things too, because as you started getting more things on your schedule, and I started being more involved in school than just playing football. It was a thing of like our schedules. We had to learn to make time for each other. We had to learn how to value that, because there was times like we would be go, and we hadn't seen each other. Even though also too, because our senior year we had started living with each other. So even our senior year started living with each other. It was a thing of like, dang, we're living in the same space, but we don't see each other. And I think that helped us. Even though I'm definitely a believer looking back at it now, I think we could have waited to live with each other. I think we definitely could have waited till we were maybe a little bit older and mature. I appreciate the lessons we learned, but I don't think that's something, if somebody asked me, I would say to wait. But I think that helped us learn too, which is helpful now with us when we got married, we moved into each other and stuff after we got engaged. It was a thing of we already lived with each other, so that was a good experience too.
Yeah, it definitely helped. It definitely helps. I mean, there's definitely things, obviously, everything that we learned, like, in college definitely helped us become who we are today.
Yeah.
And granted, we've continued to build on those lessons, because I feel like there's never a thing of, like, you know too much, or you've learned everything you need to know in that area. Like, we continue to grow because we're continually changing.
Yeah.
Like, we're human. It's going to happen. So.
Because, like, 18-year-old Lauren and 27-year-old Lauren, I mean, still Lauren, but it's still two different people. You know what I'm saying? There's growth that she's had. There's growth that I had and getting to know her, and I can't still treat her like that 18-year-old Lauren. Like, she's a different woman now. Like, I just can't do that. And I think it's having the ability of knowing to grow with each other. I think really did make us stronger. Even when people date, I think later in life too, I think the same idea. Like, grow with your partner. Like, don't feel like they have to jump in, head first. Like, grow with them, learn with them, and help them grow.
Yeah. So our final word on dating in college, I would say, is it absolutely is possible, but just be open to the lessons and learning and everything that comes with it.
And not just in college, just in life in general. As adults you're dating too, take these same lessons. Learn to schedule things around each other. Deal with that trust. Know, hey, you can't stop the other person from cheating. The only thing you can do is do the best you can, the right thing. If they don't appreciate it, excuse my language, fuck them. They ain't worthy of you. Along with that, and just appreciate the person you're with. In every phase, because people are going to grow and appreciate that growth. That means you appreciate them.
But that's like a whole different conversation, to be honest. We could elaborate on that. So we are going to save that for the next episode.
Yeah, so next episode, also hear about the rocky stuff we went through too. Everything wasn't good in peaches and cream. So here's something about the struggles and even the breakups that we had. So till then, see you.